The girl in front of me is named Lin Wan. She is the girl my grandfather and his army buddy arranged for me to marry over 20 years ago. We haven't seen each other for more than 20 years. So, she probably won't recognize me either. My grandfather is 85 this year and has always praised her for being gentle, filial, and great at managing a household. But I've never been sure if people like me for who I am or for my money. So today, I'm intentionally posing as a food delivery guy to test her true character. If she really is as good as my grandfather says, I've decided to propose to her on the spot and give her everything I have, my house, my car, and the money I've prepared for her. Let's go, we're heading over now. Hey, hello, excuse me, sorry to bother you. May I ask, is this Lin Wan's home?
This is my home. Did you come to the wrong place? We didn't order any food.
Oh, please don't misunderstand. My name is Zhang Cheng, I'm Zhang Shoshen's grandson. We're from the same village. We met when we were kids, but it's been so many years, you probably wouldn't recognize me. Back when we were little, your grandfather and mine arranged for us to be married. I wonder if you still remember.
Oh, I remember now. You're Zhang Cheng. Your grandfather and mine were old army buddies. Oh, please, come in and sit down.
It's been so long since we last met. Thank you, thank you. We haven't seen each other for many years. Grandma, it's fine. You go inside first. Oh, is this your grandmother?
Yes, that's my grandmother.
Is she doing well?
She's doing all right for now. Oh, that's good. The thing is, I came today because my grandfather is 85 this year. His health isn't great, and he's getting on in age. His biggest wish in life is to see me get married and hold his great-grandchildren. All these years, I've told people I work as a delivery driver and that my situation is very average, so I've been too embarrassed to come find you. But since I'm getting older too, I just want to fulfill his wish. I came over today to talk to you about our marriage.
We haven't seen each other in over 20 years, have we? I never expected us to meet in a way like this. I feel quite embarrassed.
Yes, I am. We can barely recognize each other anymore. By the way, are your parents and your grandfather at home? Or is it just your grandmother at home?
My grandfather passed away last year.
Oh, your grandfather is gone? How did this happen? My grandfather had been thinking about him all these years. I really didn't expect that I'd never have a chance to see him again.
My grandfather's passing was indeed quite sudden. We didn't have time to notify you all. My parents also divorced when I was very young. Later, my dad found someone else. Not long ago, my stepmother wanted to marry me off to a 50-year-old man for a 600,000 dowry to pay for my brother's wedding. No way, how could she do that? How could they trade your lifelong happiness for dowry money?
And what about your dad? Didn't he do anything about it?
He's always been honest and simple his whole life. He has no ideas of his own, no backbone, and listens to everything my stepmother says. I had no choice. I couldn't accept her arrangements, so I moved out on my own. Now I live with my grandmother, and a simple life is quite nice.
Hearing you say all this, I really feel so sorry for you. I heard from my grandfather that you gave up a city job after college to come back to the village to take care of your grandmother, and you're also a teacher here, right?
That's right. If I have nothing to do, I'll farm the land, grow some vegetables and such. And when I have time, I go to the school to substitute teach. I make about 2,500 a month. Although it's not much, it's enough to live a simple life. You are truly excellent and so kind. Unlike me, Running food deliveries outside every day. It pays okay, but it's not stable at all. Oh, you shouldn't say it like that. I actually think jobs don't have levels of status. As long as you are honest, hardworking, and capable of earning money, I think that's the best.
You have a great attitude and are so sensible. Since we met today with marriage in mind, I've shared my situation, so I'd like to ask you directly. Do you have any requirements regarding a house for marriage?
I don't mind about a house. I have no requirements. If we have one, we live in it. If not, renting is fine too. It's just a couple living life. I don't need much. What about a car and things like that? I don't mind about a car either. I usually just ride my electric scooter when I go out. If we really need a car or something, I think we can just get a used one. As long as it works, we don't need to be wasteful.
You are so sensible and virtuous. Then, regarding the wedding, the jewelry, and the banquet, what kind of plans did you have in mind? I also think there's no need to be extravagant. We don't need to hire a wedding planning company. We can just invite my relatives for a simple meal at a few tables. I think that would be enough. After all, it's about us building a life together. As for the 3 gold items, just keep it simple. I think a ring to show your sincerity is plenty. Honestly, if you marry me, I feel like I'm really doing you an injustice. According to the traditions back home, it's 10,000 for every year of age. You're 27 this year, so I should give you a dowry of 270,000, not a single cent less.
No, that's not right. We don't need that much. We really don't need that much. Why be so wasteful? Anyway, the dowry is just a gesture of sincerity. I think just giving 1 or 2,000 to signify the intent is enough. No, you can't, don't do that. Hey, don't keep trying to save money for my family, thinking my grandfather is old and in poor health and needs money. You don't need to think that way. I'm telling you the truth, my grandfather feels the same way. He insists that we shouldn't let you be wronged. Besides, this is also my grandfather's wish. He has been working so hard to save this money specifically so you wouldn't be wronged. No, Zhang Cheng. Your grandfather is getting on in years, his health isn't great, and your family doesn't have much. You have so many expenses, we can't be this wasteful. Also, this dowry will eventually go toward our own home, so I really think a small gesture is enough.
What about your stepmother? Do you think she'll agree to that? You know she wanted to trade your marriage for a huge dowry, but I think I should make my own decisions without listening to others. However, Zhang Cheng, if we get married, I must bring my grandmother along. My grandmother's health isn't great right now and she needs someone to look after her. If we marry, this is my only requirement, I must take her with me. You can rest assured about that. Filial piety is the most important virtue. The elderly have worked hard their whole lives, so supporting them is the right thing to do. I was raised by my grandfather, so I understand better than anyone how difficult that is. From now on, your grandmother is my own grandmother, and I will definitely be filial to her.
Hearing you say that, I can finally set my heart at ease.
Look at us. We've been chatting for quite a while now. I am truly very satisfied with you. So, are you willing to try dating me with marriage in mind?
I think you're a very grounded, capable, and reliable person to be around. I am willing.
That's great. Well, I didn't bring any gifts today, but I prepared some things for you in this delivery box. Open it and see.
A gift? Oh, right. A property deed and so much money? No, this gift is too valuable, I can't accept it.
No, let me tell you the truth. Actually, I haven't always been a poor guy delivering food. Yes, a few years ago, my family's business did suffer some losses. I did work as a delivery driver to gain experience, but my family's business has since recovered and stabilized long ago. The reason I kept this delivery box is just to remind myself not to forget my humble beginnings and to stay grounded. The house is already registered in your name. It was prepared specifically for you so that you and your grandmother can move in and live comfortably.
No, this is too precious. I can't take it, and besides, we aren't a good match. When you were pretending to be a delivery driver, I thought our status was similar and we were a good match. I also valued how grounded you were. I was really starting to like you. But I never expected your family background to be this good. Look at my situation and look at me. I'm not good enough for you. We aren't a match. If I'm with you, people in the village will think I'm only after your money. They'll gossip that I'm a gold digger and look down on my grandmother too. No, I can't handle that.
Wanqing, what I have always valued is not your family background, but your character. You are kind, filial, not greedy for money, and you know how to be grateful. That is what is most precious. Other people's gossip doesn't matter. It's you that I have chosen. Of course, you are very sensible. You are a very mature young lady, and I can understand what you're thinking inside. You are afraid that other people and the neighbors will say you are only after money and wealth. You have always had these concerns in your heart. How about this? Let's listen to what our elders have to say. What do you think?
Fine, I think I'll ask the uncles and aunts in front of the screen. Zhang Cheng and I were betrothed by our grandfathers when we were children. We haven't seen each other in over 20 years. Our grandfathers were very close, which is why they set up this engagement. Actually, I originally thought Zhang Cheng was a hardworking and very responsible person. I was honestly quite attracted to him. But I never expected his family background to be this good. I'm just not good enough for him, and I don't want to hold him back. Do you think we should be together? Uncles and aunts, you have a wealth of experience, and I hope you can offer me some advice. I will listen to your opinions carefully. If you are willing to support us being together, please tap the little heart button. I will take it all to heart. Wanqing, I'm not asking you to decide right now. I know you're kind and shy, and you worry about what others think. This house, and this sincerity, I will always keep it reserved for you. From now on, I won't try to win you over with status or material things. I will use time, sincerity, and actions to help you let go of your worries bit by bit. Also, no matter what others say, I have my heart set on you. Alright, since you've put it that way, just give me some time to think it over. And to see how sincere you really are.
Okay, I believe in you too. See, you are so kind, and I am being sincere, so I believe the uncles and aunts will definitely give us their valuable thoughts and honest advice. I won't force Wanqing to make a decision yet. You know, for Wanqing, I believe that wealth can be faked, and poverty can be acted out, but the true heart of kindness can never be disguised. I was testing character, but what I found was sincerity. The best marriage isn't about equal wealth, but a mutual commitment without greed for luxury, just pure sincerity. So, I also want to say here that I hope everyone watching can find a partner who loves you for who you are, not for your money. Thank you everyone.